Hi everybody, this is Yeli from Elisa Ravel Stickers, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be comparing both my hourly planners from the 2023 launch and the 2024 launch. This one is a Colorblends and this one is an Inspire. But I do have to say though that I saw Kristan doing this in her channel, and I'll link her channel down below in case you want to see the same comparison but for vertical. And she also compared a 7x9 with an A5 daily duo, which I think was exciting, and it was a great idea. I have not seen anybody comparing the hourly, and since I have it, let me just go ahead and help you guys out, because if you're anything like me, sometimes I do need somebody to help me out with measurements and things. And as you can see, like my planner cover was heavily scratched by the end. I'm hoping that this doesn't happen to this one, because I don't know, and it got dirty. Like, I don't know if they used a different material. I'm hoping they're back to the one that they used before. This one feels different than this one, so I'm just hoping that this was kind of like a fluke and it's not going to happen again. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do is I want to open them both up this way, because this was the first change that I noticed and I loved it, which is that Erin Condren, and I think you see my lamps reflected here. I'm sorry about that, guys. There's another way for me to set my lighting right now. I hope it doesn't bother you too much. So anyway, so Erin Condren changed this back cover section, and I think I love it, because this was just a lined page, and this one is kind of like more like a dashboard page, and I think I can do a lot more with this one than with this one. I don't do much with them anyway, but now that it's this format, I might just try and go ahead and do it. The other thing is I never personalize my planners, as you can see. And over here, you kind of had like a fall washi type of thing. And here you have the asterisks and a blank space. So, but just more elements. And then we had the beautiful Colorblends washi, vellum, I'm sorry. And now we have a beautiful Eta V art vellum, which I really, really like, and super, super cute. And I'm not gonna delay too much in the general features. I'm gonna try to be more specific about the hourly. So you can both see that you had the Colorblends, and now you have the colorful palette here, like the Erin Condren bold colors. And this was just black and white, and this is colorful as well, kind of with all the colors. And these sections are kind of the same. And stay tuned, because I will have a video setting up my planner and setting this up. And by the time I have this video, I'm going to be offering the custom scripts for you to buy and put here. So yeah, stay tuned for that video as well. So here we had kind of like the color plan, the Colorblends art, the pattern, super cute. And then the very best plans emerge when different perspectives meet. And this was the tab for just the 2022-2023 year. In this one, we have the beautiful Eta V art. We have a different quote, which is "A beautiful day begins with a positive mindset." And we have the 2023-2024 tab. And as you can see, it is a different color, this tab, than what it was here. But the monthly colors have stayed more or less the same. So let's just flip. I don't think there has been any change here. But if you want to see in detail, like measurements and stuff for this section, go ahead and watch Kristan's video. I think she measures them. And then we have a goal is a dream section with all the months. Over here, it says just something a little bit different. I think it's just more general, and I like it. And it says have enough courage to start and enough heart to finish. I don't do goals here. What I do is kind of like payments or activities that pertain to a specific month. So things that happen on a yearly or quarterly basis, it's good to have here just to keep track of them. That's what I use this section for. So I do, and I am going to set up this section as well, and you'll see, because I do offer the scripts with all the colors over here. I do have a ruler, not the most beautiful ruler, but good enough, right? And so I am going to measure really fast and really quickly, and it seems, let me see, so it's a quarter and almost 1/16. It seems that these have the same measurements as it had last year. So this is 3 1/8, same here. So yeah, it looks like these sections have not changed. They're the same. So the scripts from last year are still good for this year. Now over here you have the same line page, and then you have well, this one is going to start in August. This one started in September. So let me just go ahead and flip to September to kind of compare apples to apples. And you see the difference. This was Colorblend. This is Etta V, Inspire. And it's just beautiful and cute. I love it. Now, as you can see, the colors have kind of changed just a tiny bit. September, well, not really, it's just that the color blends made it change, because September is kind of like the same color. Let me just put them one on top of the other. Again, like I mention all the time, this one looks a little bit brighter than this one, just because remember that different printers will print differently, and different, even sometimes you'll see it differently on a screen than another. And September is just a little bit smaller, the year is a little bit larger. And over here, September is larger, the year is smaller. But these measurements for the monthly are the same. And I'm not going to go ahead and measure them, because I've been working on these measurements with the kits that I showed you. And for those of you that haven't seen them, let me just go ahead and show you. For the Inspire, I feel that it's such beautiful art. Then I went ahead and designed a very basic monthly kit that does not cover this beautiful art, and that if anything, it makes it look more elegant and enhances it. So it's available in both A5, 7x9, and in all the Erin Condren colors from 1 to 12, which 1 is January, 2 is February, and so on. Okay, back to comparing. Everything here is the same. The one difference would be that now there's a line over here, and that just kind of makes this section seem wider, but in the end it's the same. Take my word for it, because I did measure this already when I was creating the kits. And same with this section, okay? So then, you know, you have your white page, so that's absolutely the same. They haven't changed any of that. And then over here, I'm not sure if the font changed or not, but we still have the same amount of space, which is like what, 7/8 of an inch. And we have the same space here. It might, let me see. Yeah, same one, same space. I don't think they changed anything. I also measured all of this already, because I made the stickers down here. So these sections are the same from one year to the other. They're still the same type of thing. The biggest change comes here, and this is where I'm going to talk to you guys a little more about what's changed. And I kind of went over this when I did my flip through for my Inspire. Remember, this is 2023, this is 2022. And as you can see, you used to have this calendar down here. Now it's up here. And then the calendar used to say August 2022. And now it just says the 2023 and the calendar down here. And they use the space that used to be occupied by the calendar now for some trackers, habit trackers. I do think though, so from this line up until here, I do think that it's not the same space, as you can see. So let me just measure again so you can see. So from this last line to the edge of the page, we had 1 3/4. Now in the new planners, from the last line to the edge of the page, we have less than 1.5. Okay, we have like 1/16 of an inch less. So as you can see, it's 1 2 3 4 5 6 what 7/16, 1 7/16 of an inch. So the sizing is completely different, and do be careful if you use the so some of you, and let me explain this, some of you use the 1.5 boxes to cover up here, which I do totally. And then let me just make sure that wherever I measure, the full box will still cover, and it will. You see, I go over and the full box will still cover, even though this calendar is a little bit bigger. But it'll still cover if you match the full box to these lines, which is the way I plan. So that's why I'm giving you guys that information. Now, we used to have a different space up here. So we used to have, what is this? 1/2 inch and 1/8. So this is 5/8 of an inch. I'm a metrics type of person, so I really need to think about inches. So bear with me. And over here, we have a little bit more than 1/2 inch. So this section used to be wider than what this section is now. Take that into account, because for those of you that used the washi and then the strips here, you'll be able to use the strips up here and the washi, but you'll have to try and be mindful of, so let me just explain it, showing you washi over here. Let me see. Let me grab a page that I have planned with the regular washi that is used. Have to make sure. Okay, no, not this one. Not this one either. Okay, this one works. So you see that the washi almost went all the way up to the top. So if you want to continue using your washi, you can definitely still set the washi and then the strips here if you're not going to be using this section. But if you do want to use this section, you won't be able to use washi up here. So what you'll have to do is just use your strip, this strip, your date strip. No washi here if you need to use this section, and maybe you'll want to consider using the main washi down here. Okay, just so that you have washi. If you love washi like me and you don't really need to use this section because you don't really do anything at 6 a.m. in the morning like I do. I mean, I'm just getting ready to get Elisa out of the house, so I'm not going to be doing much more than that. So I can totally still use the 6 a.m. section for this. Or then you can use this section and use the washi down here, the main washi of the kit down here. So there's different options for you guys. You just have to kind of figure out what it is that you want to do with it. This to me is the biggest change that they had in this layout. So there you go. You still have from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. You still have the bottom one here. It seems that there was more space in the bottom here than it was here. So be mindful of that as well. For those of you that, like me, used to put the washi really close to the bottom so that I can put another line. You might not be able to get away with that without going a little bit into the 7. And let me show you what I'm talking about. I can show you in my last Plan With Me video, which was in May. This one, you see, I used to put the washi really close here and this here, and I still had the full 7 p.m. I won't be able to do that because just by using this washi, I'm kind of gonna end up over here. So unless I put this one right on top of the other washi, I'm gonna go a little bit into, I'm gonna go a little bit up above this line here that divides the 7 with the next section. Okay, I'm gonna continue. On this side, it's the same changes. And the same changes on the spacing right over here. And of course, there is no sidebar, so we don't have anything else that changes here except for that. Now let's go to the end. So this is the last week of the month. So we have we have a few oh, this is the end of the planner. So that's why there's so many pages. And I'm like, what? I don't remember seeing this. Let me grab this September, right? So when we get to the end of the planner, we have one line page and then the kind of the cover for the next month. And this is the same here. We have one line page and the cover for the same month, okay? I did a flip through showing you month by month, so I'm not gonna do that again. I'm just gonna go all the way to the very end of the planner and see what it is that we have here and kind of compare with the older version. Okay, so this is the new version. This is the older version. Let me go back to, I'm so confused, guys. I'm sorry. I'm driving you crazy with all this flipping. So here I am, right? So there's 2 pages and then the notes, which same thing that I have here. And then we have 1, 2, 3 and 4 lined pages, and then the heritage and awareness observances. So let's just see how many we have here. I think the same. Oh, this one has as much. Ooh. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, same 4. And then I just don't have any color here with the heritage and awareness observance. And this was the Colorblends, very colorful here, but the only colors that you see here. So it was black and white inside, but it was colorful all around. Now it's white all around, but you have the little dots with colors on the inside. So that's kind of like what they changed. And you have 1 page of this. And over here in the older version, in the Colorblends version, you also have 1 page of this, and then comes this back section, which seems to have the same sizing, and then come your stickers. So let's go back into the back section, and then you have your stickers. So there used to be a quote here, and now there's not, which is okay. You know, I don't necessarily need a quote. And you did used to have some Colorblend stickers. And what did you have? What did we used to have? We used to have some circles, flags, circles, and flags. So these seem to be exactly the same. Nothing has changed. They're exactly the same. Now over here, we don't have asterisks, and we don't have them here either. We just have some Era V backgrounds with foiling, which they look super cute. And then these flags have a different font than these, and I think that 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we still have 4 and 4 of today and this week. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Same for rescheduled and canceled. We have 4 of each. And the font changed here, and this used to be in gold, and now this is rose gold. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to-dos, and now over here we have 10 to-dos, which is more. And the other change you have is here. So you used to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have the same amount here, and it kind of touches on all of the colors. You don't have the little white window or the asterisks. So you just have to write on top of this or add a white window, like a white sticker window yourself, okay? If you like the white window to write on, but you don't need it. Now for the birthday, it seems that the art is exactly the same. The fonts are the same. Now the other change is that these were rose gold and now these are gold. So that is a change in color. And of course with the Eda V art, and this was Colorblends art. So yeah, so we have about the same. Oh, this font here changed too. So this is another change that we have. So the Let's Party used to be all caps here, and then party in script. And over here it's just Let's Party all in lower case, and kind of like a sans serif or whatever. I don't know. It's just like a block font. Okay. Now, I think this is the last page of stickers. Yes, it is. So how many have we seen already? We've seen 3 pages, so this is the 4th page. Let me see if there's any more. There's no more, so we still have 4 pages of stickers, and these are still the same. So these used to be Colorblends. Now these kind of have the Erin Condren colors. They don't quite though, because this is not quite the Erin Condren color palette for February. It's a little bit different. So let me just show you. You see, it kind of matches the tab, but it does not match the inside. So I mean, you can still use it though. I think it'll still be fine to use, and you can still use them and coordinate them. But yeah, and it seems like you have the same amount of stickers. So 4 pages of stickers. Do keep in mind that for the A5 planners, you only get 2 pages of stickers, and this is a 7x9 planner. So we still have the folder, which mine got torn here a little bit. And this one has the Eda V kind of signature. And the Erin Condren logo, this one used to have the asterisk, and then when you flipped it around, it used to have the Erin Condren logo, and now when you flip it around, let's see what it has. Same thing, same Eda V and other. And I did take the Forever planner. I totally forget the name of this planner. So I did take it out, and now I'm not going to compare that one. But I am going to compare the back covers. It used to not be lined. Now it is lined. I used to have a big asterisk here. Now you have the asterisk on top where your kind of header would be. You don't have the Erin Condren logo down here anymore. You have it here with the Eda V. So I think this is kind of like a combined logo now for, I'm assuming, the Inspire ones. Maybe it's not the same logo if you didn't order an Eda V one. Maybe if you order the flowers, it's going to be different, but I don't know. I don't think I'll be ordering the flower ones. So, and then, you know, the back cover, which again, this is heavily scratched, and I do like the rose gold foiling on it. I just never coordinate the coils. I don't spend the extra money on that, because I'm okay. It doesn't matter that much to me. It's not something that's going to take my sleep away. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed my comparison for the Erin Condren 7x9 hourly planners from the 2023 launch to the 2024, and I compared again a Colorblends version with an Inspire version. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. I'd be happy to answer them, and I do love to read all your comments. If you like this video, be sure to give the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to me, and it shows YouTube that my channel is worth sharing to others. Thank you so much. Take care and have a wonderful rest of your week. Bye, guys.